Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers Adda 24/7. So, first of all, let me know how are you all, and welcome to the session in which we are discussing 50 days, 50 classes. Why we have named so? Because when we started this classes, we have 50 days left for your JIB paper. So now one more important information I want to tell you all, that the last day to apply for JIB October 2023 paper was 21st of August. Sorry, 21st of August. It has been extended till 27th of August. So now if you were not able to fill the form between this duration till 21st, you can easily fill your form till 27th of August. But I request to all of you, do not go for a last day. Do not wait for the last day. Do register as soon as possible. Okay. So let's just start. In this particular series, what we are doing, we are discussing a particular chapter on a day, discussing a MCQ with the explanation of the topic in that particular MCQ. Okay. So in the PPB, we have 55 units. Out of the 55 units, we have 4 modules. And the first module have 21 units. And if I talk about the module A, we have seen that there are 21 units in the module A. These are the 21 units of the module A, out of which we have completed 12. And today we are going to talk about the 13th chapter. That's the 13th unit. So do remember, there are 55 units. Out of the 55, we have 21 units in the module A only. Okay. Now, what is responsibility of a paying banking that we are going to discuss? Like if we talk about the negotiable instrument. Negotiable instruments are those instruments which can be easily transferred to the another person to make the payment. And that document will give you the payment to receive the money. The payment will be received on a maturity or on a date you want to. Like if I want earlier payment, I can go to the bank. I will give bank my document, my negotiable instrument, and will take back from the bank the discounting of the particular bill, or I will get the money when the maturity period has been defined. So here in these negotiable instrument, a lot of responsibility will be there of a paying bank. So if we talk about the paying bank or drawee bank or collecting bank, they can be same, they can be different. If the same bank has been collecting the check and the same bank check have been issued, in that situation, the both will be same, otherwise it will be different, right? So this is what we're talking about, the responsibility of a paying bank. We are going to discuss in form of sections of the Negotiable Instrument Act. So as you can see, the first topic, one second. Yeah. The first question is talking about here, the law relating to the payment of checks and protection to a banker is contained in the dash. So first of all, if we talk about check is a negotiable instrument. It is defined under the section 6 of Negotiable Instrument Act. Now we have a CTS, check truncation system, which was introduced to stop the physical movement of a check. So earlier what used to happen, we have to physically move from check from one place to another to make payment available, to make the payment possible. But now if we talk about, we do not have to physically transfer the check. Only a single electronic image of a check will work and you will be able to get the money or the payment of the check in that situation. Okay. And if we talk about the check, there are 3 parties in the check. The first one, we have a drawer. Second, we have a drawee. And third, we have a pay. Okay. Drawer means the person who is the making the check. That's a maker or that's a issuer who is making the check. Drawee means always a bank. The bank who is going to give you the funding. And paying means always the receiver who is receiving the money of a check. These are the 3 parties. And the check will always be a type of bill of exchange. It will be a type of bill of exchange because you can easily endorse the check. You can easily transfer the check from one person to another. That's why the check is known as what? It is known as your type of a bill of exchange because it can be endorsed. So it is defined under Negotiable Instrument Act. Then the question is asking the law relating to the payment of check and the protection in case of a banker. It is contained in which of the following act? So first we have Indian Contract Act, Reserve Bank of India Act, Negotiable Instrument Act, Banking Regulation Act. So Negotiable Instrument Act was introduced in the year 1881 and the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 section 13 says, this section 13 says that we have three negotiable instruments. First, we have promissory note. Second, we have bill of exchange. And third, we have check. Okay, these three types of negotiable instrument we have: promissory note, bill of exchange, and a check. Clear? So the negotiable instrument talks about the what? The payment of check and the protection to a banker. So protection to a banker will be provided under section 131 of a Negotiable Instrument Act. To which particular banker? To the collecting banker. In case of check protection, in case of collection of a check, the protection will be given to the collecting banker in section 131 of Negotiable Instrument Act. Now, the second question is talking about a customer is bound to inform the dash about the lost check leaves. Let's say, for example, from your checkbook, 1 or 2 check leaves, or let's say more check leaves are missing. In that situation, it is the responsibility of the customer to inform the bank. To which bank? To the payee, to the endorsee, to the collecting bank, or to the drawee bank, to whom you have to inform that your check leaves are missing, might be taken by someone, or might be stolen. So let me know which of the following is correct. So in this situation, you have to inform to the drawee bank, because drawee bank is the bank which will be actually taking money from your account and will be paying for the check. Okay, so you have to inform to the drawee bank that the certain leaves of a check has been missing from your checkbook, so that whenever drawee bank will receive the check from of your account, it will confirm with you personally and then will make the payment available. Otherwise, no. So you have to inform the bank so that the bank will become very cautious about the payment of the check. So they will be confirming with you. The right answer is D. Now the next question we have in a joint account is if one of the signature is forged. Dash. So you have a joint account and one of the person of a joint account signature is forged. In that situation, what happens? In that situation, first, the bank and the customer are equally liable. In case of second, only the customer is liable, only the bank is liable, and no one is liable. So what do you think in a joint account if one of the signatures is forged? In that situation, it will be the liability of whom? The signature is forged. So it will be the liability of what? The customer, or both, or only the bank, or no one is liable? In that situation, bank is liable, because they are the primary customer of your account. They are the primary customer of your bank. So if their signature is forged, it means their signature is available with you. They opened the account, they have given you the KYC, they have given you the official valid document, they have given you their signature. So you had their signature, still the forgery happened in their account. In their signature. If let's say you endorse the check to the third party and the third party endorsed it to the another party. In that situation, if the second and the third party's signature was forged, you did not have the spiceman signature of those particular parties. So in that situation, bank will not be liable. But in the situation, the primary customer signature has been forged. So in this situation, the bank will be liable. So right answer will be C option. Okay, right answer will be what? C option. Now, payment to be made in due course, dash. Payment to be made in due course, dash. First, need not always be made to holder but can be made to his agent or servant. Need always to be made to the holder but can be made to his agent or servant. Made to customer's agent or servant. All of the above are correct. So in case of your payment to be made in due course, payment will be done to whom? To the holder or to his or her agent or the servant, or only to his or her agent or servant, or it should be made to the customer's agent or server, or the all of the above. So right answer is the payment made in due course need not always be made to the holder, but it can made to his agent or servant also. It can be made to whom? It can be made to the agent or servant also. Clear? The right answer is A. Now, the section 89 gives the protection to the paying banker of a check for dash. For which particular purpose? So, section 89 gives protection to the paying banker of a check for first, misspelled; second, amount in figures and words mismatch; third, materially altered but does not appear to have been so altered; fourth, forged sign of a drawer. So, which of the following will be covered? So, the right answer here will be, it will be materially altered but does not appear to have been so altered. So, this is what the section 89 talks about. So, it gives the protection to the paying banker of the check. And for what? For materially altered but does not appear to be altered. Does not have to be appear to have been so altered. So, in this situation, the paying banker will get the protection under the section 89 of your Negotiable Instrument Act. This protection cases are very important. The certain case study question can be seen on this also. Now, which of the following is our correct statement? You have to answer, and we have these statements. The first statement talks about, like in a joint account, if one of the signature is forged, then there is no mandate and banker cannot make payment. Then second, in a joint account, if one of the signature is forged, then there is no mandate and banker can make payment. The third option we have, both A and B is correct, and the fourth one is D. So it can't be both. First saying banker can make payment, first is saying banker cannot make payment. So it can't be the C option. So which of the following is correct? In case of joint account, one of the signature is forged, then there is no mandate in banker, then the banker cannot make payment, or a banker can make payment. What do you think? Which of the following will be correct? A, B or D? It can't be C. So you have to find out A, B or D. Okay, so the right answer is, in a joint account, if one of the signature is forged, then there is no mandate. Also, it is forged and there is no mandate, and no mandate will be available, then the banker cannot make payment of such kind of situation. Okay, so right answer is A. Next, section 10 defines which of the following. So we have a section 10, it defines which of the following. The first is saying, section 10 defines payment in due course to mean payment in accordance with the apparent tenure of the instrument, in good faith and without negligence of any person in possession thereof, under the circumstances which do not afford a reasonable ground for believing that he is not entitled to receive payment. Okay, this is what we are talking about here, that the section 10 talks about the payment in due course. The second is saying section 31 obliges the drawer bank having sufficient funds of the drawer in its hands properly applicable to the payment of such check to make payment when duly required to do so. And the third option is both A and B, and the next option is none of the above. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? So about the statements we have, I would want to change this question. The question is a little bit wrong. The question is, let's say, for example, here. The question here is actually, which of the following statement is oblique are correct? So what do you think? Which of the following statement is correct? The first one which talks about the section 10, or the second one which talks about the section 31, or both, or none of the above? The first we have, it defines the payment in due course to the mean payment. Okay. Section 31 obliges the drawee bank having sufficient funds to the drawer in its hand properly applicable to the payment of such checks to make payment when duly required to do so. So right answer is both. The section defines the payment in a due course, and section 31 obliges the drawee bank that it having a sufficient fund of the in the account of the drawer. Drawer means the maker of the check. So these are the certain questions we have discussed about your responsibility of the paying bank in context to the negotiable instrument. And apart from that, if I talk about the responsibility of a paying bank, is it's a very small chapter, and it talks about that what responsibility will be there in case of the forged check, in case of the joint account, in case of the order has been given by the bank, by the customer, that do not make payment in joint account without accepting all the parties' permission. Apart from that, if the garnish order, what happened? If the mandate has order, what happened? All these situation has been defined in the paying bank responsibility. So what is the actual responsibility of a paying bank who is making money available, or who is making the payment of a check or the negotiable instrument? That's what the responsibility of a paying bank we're talking about. Okay. And these responsibility will be followed by the banks. Now, as we know, discussing a certain number of questions is not sufficient to cover the whole syllabus, and the PPB have a lot of syllabus we have. So what we have to do, we have to focus more on the content. And what ancillary services actually means, I hope it is clear to each and every one of you. Now, if you want to have a detailed syllabus, you can go to the Mahapack 2.0, and the Mahapack 2.0 is available for all of you with the 3 different validity, and also right now it is available with the 81% discount and double validity also. So how to enroll that, I will let you know, but before that, let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct, and those who are watching us recording, then let me know in the comment section, drop a message in the comments that how many answers you have given correct. So now, first of all, to get the Mahapack 2.0, you have to enroll, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. So download the application. After downloading the application, you have to go to the application and go to JAIIB CIB section. Why application is important? Because here you will get additional 1% discount in the application. Then go to the JAIIB CIB section, JAIIB October 2023, and all the batches and Mahapack will be in front of you. If you want to go with the batch, you can go with the batch, or either you can go with the Mahapack also. So click any whatever product you want to enroll. The process is same. I will let you know one process. So let's say you want to enroll in the Mahapack. So before enrolling, first of all, whatever product you want to enroll, do check the offerings of the product. You will get live classes, conceptual classes, test series will be in the 2 form, topic wise as well as full length mock test. Ebooks will be available, videos will be available, mini marathon, Maha marathons. All these are the part of your Mahapack. Okay. And the validity that you want, that you are comfortable with, 3 types of validities available. Because right now double validity is going on, so 6 plus 6, 12 plus 12, and 3 months validity will be there. So these are the 3 validity. As per the validity you choose here, the prices will differ there. Okay, the prices are going to differ as per the validity you choose here. Clear? For 3 months, for 12 plus 12 months, for 6 plus 6 months. So however, whatever validity you want to enroll, just click on the buy now option, and then you have to apply the code MOON80. Just apply the code. While you applied the code, you will find that there is a 80% discount going on, plus 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from the application. So this is the price where you get 1% more discount if you purchase from the application. So this is one of the benefit of application. Apart from that, on the application you will find the quizzes and a doubt session, etc. Now, how to, if you find any kind of problem at the time of enrollment, this is the number given to all of you. You can call on this number and contact and ask your query here. Now, apart from that, the same process will be used to enroll in any particular batch or any particular Mahapack. Clear? Now, let's end the session here. But before ending the session, I will let you know what happens on Saturday, Sunday. So first of all, Monday to Friday, your regular session, 50 days, 50 classes are going on for all the subjects. For PPB at 7 a.m, for IE, IFS at 7:30 a.m, you can join the sessions live. And on Saturday, we will be having a weekly revision session. And on Sunday, we are having a Good morning everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Office Assara 24/7. So how are you all? Welcome to the channel first of all. And those candidates who are new to the channel, I will let you know on this channel you will find all the sessions or all the information regarding your JIIB, CIIB, bank promotion exam and certificate exams also. So this is the channel, this is a one-stop center for all of you, or a platform for all of you, where you find everything related to your bank promotion, related to JIIB, CIIB or any certificate exam if you want to go for. So in this particular session we are talking about the JIIB, and these sessions will be there, that is 50 days 50 classes. Monday to Friday will be there in the morning at 7 a.m. for PPB principles and practices of banking, and at the 7:30 a.m. Monday to Friday that will be for Indian economy and Indian financial system. If you want to join this session, do remember this timing. On Saturday and Sunday we will have a certain special session regarding your JIIB preparation also, but now about that I will let you know in the end of the session. So this is our PPB session in which we are discussing the questions of a particular chapter with the explanation in form of MCQ. So first we are going to discuss the MCQ, and then we will cover the explanation of that MCQ. That is definitely going to help you all in your preparation. Okay, so let's start. Before starting, I am your mentor Amanjot Kaur for Indian economy and Indian financial system, as well as for principles and practices of banking. So let's start the session. And in the PPB there are 4 units. Not only in PPB, I can say in each and every subject of your JIIB you have 4 modules. Out of 4 modules you will have to cover each and every module, you have to cover each and every topic. Out of 4 modules you will find there are certain 2 modules which have a more weightage in the paper comparative to the other 2, but you can't make sure, you can't do that you can leave one particular module or leave one particular topic. No, now the type of paper that IIBF is providing, it covers everything regarding your paper, right? Everything regarding your syllabus. So you have to go through with every topic, every module of your syllabus. And in the PPB we have 4 modules, 55 units are there. We are talking about module A, and in the module A we are going to talk about the unit 17 of your PPB, that is the customer service guidelines under the general banking operations. Okay, so this is your unit number 17 we are discussing. Already till 16th unit we have discussed the topic in form of MCQ with explanation. If you haven't seen that particular session, you can go to the playlist of this particular YouTube channel and do check their PPB 50 days 50 class. You will find the particular playlist there in which each and every topic have been discussed. Okay, and if you want to join in the future sessions, if you want to join the sessions, you can join this particular channel at 7 a.m. every day. Okay, so let's start customer services guidelines. So this unit actually talks about what kind of services bank provide to the customer, and while providing the services to the customer, what kind of things that have to be remembered by the bank or have to be took care by the bank. So this is what we're talking about here. Customer services guidelines. Now let's discuss with the first question, but before that I want each and every one to count how many answers you are giving correct in this particular session, and I will be asking in the end of the session how many answers you have given correct. So do make sure you are counting those number and let me know in the end of the session. But if you are if you are watching this session recorded, not live, then do let me know in the comment section. Drop a message there in the comment section how many score you have got. Okay, so let's just start. Business hour of bank branches. I think this I don't have to tell you, because this is what you are actually doing in the bank. Actually you decide, you know what is the actual hours of bank branches that they have to work. Okay, so still this is a question and these are the option in front of you, and you have to give me the right answer. That what is the business hour of a bank branch? First, they are fixed by the RBI at the time of granting permission for the branch. Like when RBI is allowing you to open the branch, RBI will let you know how many hours you have to work. Second, they are fixed by the concerned banks without any restriction. In an individual bank, concerned bank can decide by itself. They do not have to take RBI permission. There is no such kind of restriction. Now they are fixed by the district consultant committee. Or the fourth one is must be minimum 4 hours on weekdays and working Saturdays. Why they have defined here working Saturdays? Because you know second and fourth Saturday will be your off. Second and fourth Saturday is off. That's why working Saturday we are talking about. It means first and third Saturday we are talking about. So what is the business hour of bank branches? So it's not fixed by RBI, it's not fixed by concerned bank, it's not fixed by district consultative committee, but it is fixed. Standard duration is there. Minimum 4 hours a bank branch should work, all the weekdays and all the working Saturdays. So the right answer will be D option. Okay, what is your right answer? D option is your right answer, that all the banks branch have to work minimum for 4 hours. Okay, next, second question. Customer compensation policy provides for payment of compensation to the customer for delay in dash. So customer compensation policy, as the name suggests, this is the compensation that bank have to pay to the customer in case of any kind of delay you will find when you are providing a service or when the customer is taking service. So what kind of delay in the services we are talking about here? First, opening of savings account. Second, issuing of a duplicate draft. Third, issuing of a checkbook. And the fourth one is filling up the passbook. So in which of the following cases customer compensation policy provides payment of compensation to the customer for the delay in which kind of service? If you are delaying in opening of savings account, you have to give the penalty. No. In case of issuing a checkbook, no. In case of filling up the passbook, no. But yes, when you are issuing a duplicate draft, because a customer will ask about duplicate draft or will ask about issuing duplicate draft in a case when his original document has been stolen or misplaced or something else. In that situation, only customer comes to you and asking for a duplicate draft. So in that, in a limited period of time, you have to issue that duplicate draft. After taking the indemnity board, you have to issue that. But if you delay in that, the particular payment compensation have been given to the customer. So the right answer will be B, issuing a duplicate draft. Okay. Now the third question we have, banks are required to have a customer service committee at every dash. So it is mandatory that bank will have the customer service committee. This is mandatory. If the bank do not have the service committee, then RBI, this committee will be there as per the Indian Banks Association guidelines. If a bank do not have this, the penalty will be applied. Okay. And which of the following is true? At branch, at regional office, at department, and at its head office, or none of the above. So where banks are required to have a customer service committee? At every what? At every branch, at every regional office, at every department, at its head office, or none of the above. So the right answer is at every branch, a bank should have a customer service committee, because each and every branch of a bank is linked to the customer. Each and every branch is providing customer services to the customer. So that's why each and every branch of a bank should have a customer service committee. So right answer will be your A option. Okay. At every branch it have to be there. Next. Next question is talking about for resolution of disputes which are related to ATM transaction. Okay, for resolution of disputes related to the ATM transaction, bank have to do what? The condition have been given here. Now, if I talk about ATM is automated teller machine. There are multiple types of ATM available: white label, brown label, pink label, yellow label or orange label ATM is there, green label ATM is there, or apart from that you have work site ATM also, on site, off site ATM is also there. So these all are the types of ATM. Now the first is saying for resolution of disputes related to ATM transaction, banks can have bilateral settlement arrangement. Second, banks for ATM transaction, issuing bank will be solely liable for any kind of loss of the customer. Third, acquiring bank will be solely liable for any loss of the customer. Third, the settlement will be through the ATM service provider only. So if you want a resolution of disputes related to ATM transaction, which of the following will be correct? The bilateral settlement arrangement should be there, or issuing bank have to take the loss of the customer, acquiring bank have to take the loss of the customer, or the settlement will be done through the ATM service provider only. Which of the following is correct? So here the right answer will be settlement will be through the ATM service provider only. The ATM service provider will be providing you what? The settlement. So right answer will be D. Okay, right answer will be D. Now, for online card not present transaction, the authentication process is dash. So next we are talking about for online card not present transaction, the authentication process is same as that for card transaction done at point of sale services or ATM. Second, process requires digital signature of the card holder. Process requires an additional factor of authentication based on information not available on the card. Process requires a second level password also. So which of the following is correct? Like for online card not present transaction, the authentication process do what? It will be same as you do in the POS terminal transaction or ATM transaction. Second, that is required digital signature of the card holder. Third, it requires additional factor of authentication based on the information not available on the card. Or the fourth one required a second level password also. Which of the following is true? So the right answer will be your very good, that is requires an additional factor of authentication that is based on information not available on the card. So the right answer will be your C option. Okay, right answer will be your what? C option. Next. Next is which of the following institutional setup for banks need to include? So we have a certain institutional setup that bank have to do. So out of those, which of the following banks need to include in the institutional setup? This option we have, that is customer service committee of the board, that should be at the every branch. Standing committee on customer service, branch level customer service committee, nodal department official for customer service, or all of the above. So when bank is doing institutional setup, which of the following have to be included in the institutional setup of a bank? A, B, C, D or E? And the right answer is, do remember the statements here, the committees or board that is required at the time of institutional setup. They are all. You need a customer service committee, you need a standing committee, you need a branch level customer service committee, you need a nodal department or official for customer services. So right answer will be all of the above. Right answer is what? All of the above. Now next question we have, which of the following are not correct about maximum liability of a customer? Not correct about a maximum liability of a customer. And we have options. One second. First, BSBD account 5,000 rupees, all other savings bank account 10,000 rupees, credit card with limits up to 5 lakh, that is 10,000, credit card with limit above 5 lakh 10,000. So what do you think, which of the following is not correct? Like in case of what we are talking about, the liability of a customer. In case of any unauthorized transaction happens in a customer's account, let's say in my account, any kind of unauthorized transaction happened and I identified it, I know about this. So this is my responsibility. I have to inform bank that this unauthorized transaction happened in my account. And if I does so, within a particular stipulated time period that has been defined by the bank. Within that period, if I inform the bank, in that situation, if after informing the bank any loss happened to me, that have to be bear by the bank. That will be liability of a bank to pay me because I have informed on time to the bank. But in case, for example, in case if I have not informed the bank on the time and certain loss have been done by a certain person who have performed the unauthorized transaction, so that loss have to be beared by me, and that's the liability amount we are talking about here. Okay, so the first one is correct. In case of basic saving bank deposit account, it is 5,000. In case of savings bank account, all other apart from BSBD, all other savings account will have 10,000. The credit card with limit up to 5 lakh is 10,000. So obviously above 5 lakh cannot be 10,000. So right answer is D option. Right answer will be your D option. This is the not correct about maximum liability of a customer. Now this is the chart you have to remember, and this is very important. Kind of question, one question can be definitely asked from here. The maximum liability of a customer we are talking about. In case of BSBD account, it is 5,000. In case of all savings bank account, prepaid payment instrument and the gift cards, then current cash credit overdraft account of micro, small, medium enterprises, current account cash credit overdraft account of individual with annual average balance, that is limit up to 25 lakh. Okay, and the credit card with limit up to 5 lakh, they all have a liability of 10,000, maximum liability it is. All other current cash credit overdraft account will have 25,000 plus credit card with limit above 5 lakh will also have a maximum liability of 25,000. So liability amount is 5,000, 10,000, 25,000. But in different cases, you have to pay different liabilities. Okay, so this is the chart that you have to remember. This is important. The penalties or the liabilities can be asked in the paper about any one of these transactions. Okay, so do remember this chart of maximum liability of a customer. Okay, now, which of the following transaction to be attended during extended business hours? So a certain list of transaction I have written here. Out of that, you have to tell me which of the following to be attended during the extended business hours of a bank. The first you have non-voucher generating transaction, second voucher generating transaction, third both, and fourth none of the above. And the right answer will be, according to you, which of the following will be right answer? So if I talk about the non-voucher and voucher transaction, like the voucher transaction means issue of term deposit receipt, accepting of check for locker rent due. Let's say you have taken a locker from a bank, and you have to pay the amount on that. So issue of term deposit receipt, acceptance of check for locker rent, issue of traveler check, issue of gift check, acceptance of individual check for transfer credit. All these are the voucher generating transaction. Now what about non-voucher generating transaction? This will include issue of passbook or a statement of your account, then issue of your checkbook, delivery of your term deposit receipt or delivery of your draft, acceptance of share application form, acceptance of clearing checks, acceptance of bills collection, etc. That will come under the non-voucher generating transaction. Okay, and the extended business hours will cover both the transactions. So the right answer will be C option. The right answer will be your C option. Clear? Okay, now next we have bank should have board approved policy for general management of the branches covering which of the following? So we know that the bank board approved policy should be there for a particular transaction for the general management of the bank. So which of the following will be the out of those policy? And we have these 5 options. First is saying multilingual indicator board at the counter. So that if the customer do not understand English, he or she can read it in the Hindi. So not only Hindi, regional languages will also be there. Now reviewing and improving the security system. Okay. Third, providing multilingual booklets on services and facility. Obviously, multilingual means English, Hindi will be there, but the regional language you have to add there. Because maybe possible, let's say someone from Odisha is there. The person is not that much good in English, not that much good in Hindi. They only know their regional language. So that's why the multilingual booklet should be there. Infrastructure facilities like adequate space, proper furniture, drinking water facility for pensioners, senior citizens, disabled person, clean environment, etc. should be there. So I think everything is required in a bank. Everything is required. And that's why the right answer will be all of the above. Right answer will be all of the above. They all are required under a particular general management of the branch. Okay, so right answer is E. Next. Banks must have a customer compensation policy that could be based on the model policy of Indian Banks Association. It should cover which of the following aspect. Okay, it should cover which of the following aspect. So first we have payment of interest for delay in collection. Second, we have payment of interest for delay in issue of duplicate draft. Third, other unauthorized action of the bank leading to a financial loss of a customer. And fourth, all of the above. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? So we are talking about bank must have a customer compensation policy that could be based on the model of Indian Banks Association. So which of the following should be covered? First, payment of interest for delay in collection, payment of interest for delay in issue of duplicate draft or no other unauthorized action of the bank leading to a financial loss of the customer, and then all of the above. Which of the following is correct? Or I can say which of the following will be covered by the bank. Okay, so right answer is all of the above. All these should be covered by the bank when bank is having a customer compensation policy. And the customer compensation policy should be covering Indian Banks Association's model policy. That is very important. So right answer is D. Okay, and this is the detail we have covered about your customer services. And the customer services are those services which actually you are providing to the customer at the ground level of a branches. Okay, and there is a certain restriction or rules to provide these services that you have to cover in this particular chapter. Okay, now if you want to know the detail about, because this is not sufficient, these are I think 1/4 of your services that you provide. So to know more in detail what you need, I will let you know that. But before that, I want all of you to let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct. Okay, and if you're watching a recording of this session, do let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct. Right now, apart from that, the more detailed description of your syllabus of your topic will be available in the Mahapack 2.0. and to enroll in the Mahapack 2.0, the first thing you have to do is download the application, because if it gives you 1% additional discount on the prices. And this kind of interface you will find in the application, and it will be very easy for you to enroll. Now, how to enroll? Just go to the Adda 24/7 application, download the application, and after downloading the application, what you have to do, just go and check the JAIIB CIB section in the application. So this is the website I have showed you. So click on the JAIIB CIB here. One second. Okay. So there is some issue with the application. It's not working right now. I will let you know how to enroll. So first download the application. Go to the JAIIB and CIB section there. After going here, you will find the JAIIB October 2023 tab. Click on this tab. You will find just use the code KANHA. As you know, we are going to celebrate Janmashtami, so KANHA 80 is your code that will provide you 80% discount. But if you want 1% additional discount, use the coins available on the application. Coins will be available in the application and you will get 1% additional discount. So this is how you will get 81% discount at the time of purchasing Mahapack or any individual batch you want. Clear? So this is how you have to enroll, and if you still found any kind of problem now at the time of enrolling, a particular contact number has been given on the web page where you enroll in the batch. So do call on that number and you can ask from them. Okay, and if you need any kind of help, you can also ask in the comment section. I will be checking your comment and answering to you. Clear? So this is the information for all of you. Now, apart from that, As I've told you, Monday to Friday, we are having this session, 50 days, 50 classes. Apart from that, on Saturday, we are having weekly session. On Sunday, we are having a special session like 50-minute, 50 questions or master class or rapid fire class or mini marathon, something kind of these sessions will be there on Sunday. And if you want to join these sessions, what you have to do, first of all, subscribe the channel Officers are at 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to all of you. Okay, and this is how you can enroll in the batch that I have showed you. So let's end the session here. See you all tomorrow at the same time on the same channel for your next session of the Principles and Practices of Banking Module 8, chapter number 18. Okay, so see you tomorrow in this morning. Take care all and have a good day, and do not forget to subscribe the channel and share the session on your Telegram channel, WhatsApp group or Facebook group. So thank you everyone. Have a good day. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7 and welcome to the session 50 days, 50 classes. As you know, your JIIB exam is on October 2020, is in October 2023, and the first paper will be at 8th of October. The second paper will be on 14th of October. And the second paper of yours is PPB. Every day we are discussing in the 50 days, 50 classes about the particular chapter of your PPB. So as we know, those candidates who are new in this particular session, I will let you know what we are actually doing in the 50 days, 50 classes. We are having each topic in one day session. On the particular topic, we are discussing MCQ with the explanation, so that you will be able to revise the content, or if you haven't completed the chapter yet, studying the chapter yet, then you will have the idea what actually the chapter covers. So this will be available in these session of your, okay. So as we know, there are 55 units in your PPB syllabus. There are 4 modules. Every subject of your JIB have 4 modules. In which PPB also have the 4 module. In the PPB, there are total 55 units. Out of 55 units, 21 units are in the module A. And today we are going to discuss about the 18th unit, that's the duty and rights of a banker and a customer. So if you remember, we have discussed banker-customer relationship, in which agent, principal, trustee relationship, beller-belly relationship, creditor, debtor, debtor-creditor, these kind, lessor-lessee, these kind of relationship we have discussed. Then we have a banker-customer, banker-special relationship, in which we have discussed line, we have discussed right of setup, we have discussed right of appropriation, we have discussed power of attorney. These are the specialty. When it comes to the duties, the bank have a certain duty to be performed for the customer. The duties and right of a banker and the customer also have a certain liability towards its bank. It's not like that always it's a liability of a bank towards the customer. Customer also have a liability towards the bank. So all that duties, all that rights of the banker and the customer rights we are going to cover in this particular unit. Clear? So let's start. The first question is talking about here, which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment Customer? Right, we are talking about which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment. So we have certain points here. Out of that, which of the following is not a key commitment that you have to tell? To help customer use their account or service, to sanction loan facility as per customer request, to deal quickly and sympathetically with things that go wrong, to publicize the code. So what do you think, which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment to Customer? So to help customer use their account or service, this is the what we can say, this is the commitment that bank have towards the customer. They have to help customer to use their account and the services they are taking from the bank. Third is to deal quickly and sympathetically with the things that go wrong. Obviously, if something went wrong, if customer has faced a certain loss or problem, you have to help out the customer. Publicize the code, this is true. But to sanction loan facility as per customer's request, this is not a commitment of a bank. The bank will sanction the loan as per the criteria of the bank. As after checking the KYC, after checking the credit history, after checking the collateral, everything. Then bank will decide what amount of loan will be sanctioned. The right answer will be B option. Okay, right answer is B. Now next question is talking about which of the following are the part of basic duties of a bank towards customer. So which of the following are the part of basic of a bank towards the customer? So bank have a certain duties, certain responsibilities toward the customer. Out of these four, which of the following is the duty of a bank? So first we have duty of secrecy and confidentiality. Second, duty of reasonable care. Third, dealing with garnish or attachment order. Fourth, all of the above. So out of these particular duties, which of the following duty is the basic duty of a bank towards the customer? So bank have a duty of secrecy and confidentiality, is it? Yes, it's true. Now it has been said to the bank, you can't share the information of the customer with the third party until and unless customer allows you to do so, or until and unless law says so. Let's say, for example, a certain case came up against your customer and the government or the police department or the CBI or something, income tax officers, they are asking for a detail about the customer. In that situation, you have to share the information of the customer. So after certain exceptional cases are there, in case of your legality formalities, you have to share the information about the customer, otherwise no. So this is actually the duty of a bank of secrecy and confidentiality about the customer information. Okay, now duty of reasonable care. Obviously, this is also a duty of a bank to have a reasonable care in context to the customer. Dealing with the garnish order or attachment order, this is also a duty of a bank. Having or following the garnish order, attachment order, this is the duty of a bank. Garnish order will be given by the court. Attachment order will be given by the authority like income tax officer, revenue officer, etc. But both have to be dealt by the bank as per the order have been received. Okay, so all are the basic duties of a bank towards the customer that bank have to follow or bank have to complete this responsibility. So right answer is D, all of the above. Now, next question we have, the loan account of Mr. X are overdrawn. Which of the following steps is not appropriate to be? So Mr. X has an account in a bank, or that account have been overdrawn. Like as per the limit, you have overdrawn the amount of money from the Mr. X account. So what can be, which of the following cannot be the appropriate step? First, the bank's lawyer issues a legal notice containing various details of the loan account. Second, the bank discusses the matter with the guarantor with complete details of the loan account. Third, the bank informs the status of the account to CIBIL. Fourth, the bank contacts a firm that provide informally recovery services and the service and gives the details to them. So out of these four situations, which of the following is not a right step to be taken? Which of the following is correct? So it is not appropriate step. First, the bank's lawyer issue a legal notice containing various details of a loan account. This is a appropriate step na, after seeing the overdrawn limit, you have to issue a legal notice. This is true. The bank discusses the matter with the guarantor with complete details of the loan account. This is also true. After facing the overdrawn condition, you have to talk about with the guarantor about that. The bank informs the status of the account to Syllabus. This is also true. Syllabus is what? Credit Information Bureau of India Limited, that gives the rating to the customer on the basis of their credit card repayment and loan repayment condition. So Syllabus provide 3-digit rating to the customer, and it has a highest, or not highest, but the biggest customer base, because it provides rating to individual customer like me, like you, like any other person. It provides rating to these individual person. That's why it has a biggest customer base. Now it also started providing commercial rating. It also provide rating to the corporates. Okay, earlier it used to provide rating to the individual persons only, but now it is also providing rating to the commercial. Okay, so bank informed the status of the account to the Syllabus, obviously, so that if the customer went to another bank and asking for a loan, so Syllabus will be there to inform the bank that this customer has default, have done default or certain thing with the another bank, so that the Syllabus, the another bank will not approve the loan of a customer. This is also a right step. So the bank contacts a firm that provide informally recovery service and gives the details to them. This cannot be done. This is not a professional way to overcome this issue of overdrawn amount in the loan account. Okay, so the right answer will be D option. It is not an appropriate step that can be taken by the bank. You can't do that informally. You have to follow the formal rules. You have to follow the rules, regulation, guidelines, and a standard norm. Okay, next question. Now, bank customer relationship is what? It's a contractual relationship. Obviously, bank customer relationship is a contractual relationship between two parties, and it may be terminated by which of the following ways. So every time bank and customer is having a relation, that's a contractual relationship between bank and customer. Contractual relationship simply means bank and customer have become the partner of each other in performing a certain service, in performing a certain service or product, financial product and services, and they are helping each other in their requirements. So they have been created a contract among them, and accordingly they are working together. If you want to terminate, the termination of the contractual relationship between a bank and a customer can be done in which condition? In which ways it can be done? So first we have voluntary termination, death of customer, insanity of the customer, garnish order, bankruptcy of a customer, liquidation of a company. So in which of the condition the termination will be done of contractual relationship between a bank and a customer? Only 2, 4 and 5, only 1, all except 3 and 4, all. Let me know which of the following is correct. A, B, C or D. So when it comes to the termination condition, so the first one is definitely right. The voluntary termination is allowed. Like when customer giving a certain written request to the bank that I want to close my account, I want to close the relation, then it will be done. So on the basis of voluntary termination, it is allowed. Okay. Now, apart from that, the second way is termination of this contractual relationship between a banker and customer. The termination will be done by law. By law. The termination will be done by law. Okay, and termination, if done by law, it will be done in case of death of customer, in case of insanity of the customer, in case of garnish order, in case of bankruptcy of a customer, and liquidation of a company. All these will be the part of termination of by law. So there are two ways only. The first one is voluntary termination and the second one is termination by law. Okay, and the termination of law will cover all these activities. So the right answer will be here D. All are the ways by which the termination of the contractual relationship between the bank and a customer can be done. The right answer is D. Next. Next question we are talking about. In case of customer grievance redressal, every member is required to have dash. So customer grievance redressal portal should be there in each and every services you are providing, not only in banking services, also in the another services. So first, in case of customer grievance redressal policy, every member required to have what? To have a help desk helpline at the branch, to have a code compliance officer at each controlling office above the level of the branch, to have display at each branch name and contact number of the code compliance officer, and to have display name and address of the ombudsman. So which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? So it's obviously every member have to have a help desk and helpline number at the branch. Every member have to have a code compliance officer at each controlling office that is above the branch level. Every member have to display each branch the name and contact number of the code compliance officer. Every member have to have display name and address of the ombudsman in their branch. The right answer is all. All of these have to be there with the members when they are providing grievance redressal to the customer. Okay, so right answer is D. Now, before moving towards next question, I want to tell you something. A very biggest surprise for your JIB October paper. Now, what is it? I was thinking that I will reveal that surprise only on the day when we are going to have this particular thing. But now, as you know, if you are having a certain secret, na, you have to make it out. Hai na? So I'm not revealing everything here right now, but it's a very uh, we can say it's a very helpful thing that we are going to have on 9th of September, only on Officers are 24/7. That is definitely going to help you out for your JIB. As you can see, Officers are 24/7 team is coming up with a big surprise for the JIB aspirants. Okay, a very big surprise for the JIB aspirants we are introducing. And to know what is this big surprise, you have to there on 9th of September, the second Saturday at 8 p.m. only on Officers Adda 27 YouTube. Okay, so to know this surprise, you have to be there on second Saturday on 9th of September in the evening at 8 p.m. So do make sure the link of this session will be available in the comment. So click on the comment section and do check the link there and click on the notify me button so that you will not be missing this particular event on Saturday. Okay, so that's a very big surprise, and that surprise is definitely going to help you out for your JIB October preparation because we are working accordingly for you, all of you. Okay, so let's start. Next question. Which of the following is our important obligation of a customer towards his/her bank? Now, the obligation of customer we are talking about towards the bank. And the options we have: to keep the passbook, the checkbook, and the debit card safely, not to allow any third party to use your own bank account for its transaction, to provide the required document and information, including personal information for KYC. And the next one is not to click on any link you receive through emails, SMS, etc. for accessing bank's website. Even if you are going on Google also, na, on Google there is a fake links of the bank's website. Hana? So always do check you are using a secured website of a bank. This is very important. So all these are the points in front of you. So which of the following are the obligation of a customer towards the bank? Okay, so which of the following is correct? Actually, everything is correct. All are the correct statements regarding the customer's obligation towards the bank. है ना? It's not like every time there is a mistake from the side of bank. If you got a link by like a UPI link, a lot of people have got, like you have won the reward of 5,000, click on this particular link to get the reward. And people used to click on that. And as you click on that particular link, your UPI account will be empty. So this is the responsibility of the customer to follow these points. Okay, these are the obligation of the customer toward the bank. Now, in which of the following situation is the bank authorized to share information? In which situation bank is authorized to share the information? First, Mrs. B, wife of Mr. A, comes and asks the balance in his savings account in a single name. Anna, so the account is on the name of Mr. A, but his wife came to the bank and asking for amount. Second, the balance in a savings bank account is blocked as per the attachment order of the income tax officer under advice of the to the customer income tax department. Then Mr. T, the teller, speaks out the balance in the account of Mr. X, who has just withdrawn cash from his account. Then the balance in the savings account of Mr. Y is told to an income tax officer making telephone inquiry. So what do you think? Which of the following situation is the bank authorized to share information about the customer? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? So in case of wife ask about the balance in the husband's account, it is not allowed. In case of Mr. T, the teller speaks out the balance in the account of Mr. X, not allowed. The balance in the savings account of Mr. Y is told to an income tax officer making telephonic inquiry. Can't do that. The only permission is given to the bank to share the information of the customer and not somehow violating the rule of secrecy and confidentiality, in which the balance in the savings account of a customer is blocked as per the attachment order you have received from the income tax officer under the advice to the customer and the income tax department. The right answer is your B. Okay. Which of the following are true about BCSBI present state? So BCSBI is Banking Coach Standard Board of India. So if we talk about BCSBI, is it working right now? Let me know. BCSBI is working right now or not? So it is simply the Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. And it is what? It is Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. Is it working right now in the country? Okay. So you can see here, these are the statements. Out of these, you have to tell which of the following is true. The first one is asking that in February 2019, RBI opined that the function of BCSBI are being handled departmentally and advised the BCSBI to take a step for dissolution. Like it have to be removed from the country. The second we have here, BCSBI has discontinued operation related to the objects of the trust effective from 1st April 2009. Like BCSBI has removed its operation, discontinued its operation from when? From 1st of April 2009. Third, RBI since set up Consumer Education and Protection Department issued the Charter of Customer Rights and considerably strengthened the ombudsman mechanism to enhance the customer protection. So it was accordingly decided to dissolve the BCSBI. Like if you are resolving the BCSBI, who is going to take care of the frauds or all of the complaints of the customer? So for that, you have to make the ombudsman strong. And that's what RBI did by merging three ombudsman scheme: banking ombudsman, ombudsman scheme for NBFC, and ombudsman scheme for digital transaction. All these three have been merged and single scheme has been introduced that is named as integrated ombudsman scheme. by Reserve Bank of India in 2021. So we have made this strengthen to the enforcement mechanism. So which of the following is true? All are true. We have dissolved the BCSBI. In place of BCI, now enforcement have to take care of everything. And it was dissolved, discontinued from the 1st April 2009. Right answer is D. Right answer is what? D. Next question. It is talking about Mr. Z has availed a clean overdraft from a bank. He has certain fixed deposit with the bank. He also has a safe deposit locker with the banks. Which of the following is the correct position? Which of the following is the correct position? So first option we have, the bank has general line on only on the fixed deposit. The bank has no line either on the fixed deposit or the content of the safe deposit locker. The bank has general line over both the fixed deposit and also the safe deposit locker content. Then the bank has general line only on the contents of the locker. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So a line is simply, banker's line is simply when the bank has a right on the collateral until and unless customer repay the loan to the bank. Okay. Now let me know which of the following is correct. So first of all, the bank has no line either on fixed deposit or the contents of the safe deposit locker. No. The bank has general line over both the fixed and also the deposit locker content. Not possible. The bank has general line only on the content of the locker. No. The bank has general line only on the fixed deposit. The general line. There are two types of line, na? General line and specific line. So the general line has only on the fixed deposit. Okay, so right answer is A. Okay, right answer is what? It is A. Now, the obligation of banks to keep the affairs of their customer secret and confidential arise from dash. First, a specific law for banking secrecy, Banking Regulation Act, contractual relationship, none of the above. So secrecy and confidentiality, obligation of a bank towards the customer. It comes from where? It simply comes from the contractual relationship bank and customer is having. So right answer is, okay, the right answer will be C. So this is the chapter we have discussed that talks about the duties and rights of a banker and the customer. Okay, so not always the bank have the right, but the right against, or the bank have the obligation against the customer. Customer also have the obligation against the, okay. Now, we have discussed this particular chapter in form of MCQ, but the explanation we have discussed here. But that's not sufficient because we know comprehensive study is required. For that, you can go to the Mahapack 2.0. Now, how to go to the Mahapack 2.0? First, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. So, do download the application. After downloading the application, you have to go to the application. You will find there JIB CIB section. Okay. So, then click on this JIB CIB section. You will find JIB October tab here. Click on that. You will find Mahapack and all the individual batches are available. Right now, because we are celebrating Janmashtami, so you all know that because of the Janmashtami festival we are celebrating, there is a 81% discount and double validity available on the Mahapack. Apart from that, on the other batches, only 81% discount is available. So how to enroll? The enrollment process is same for everything, every batch. So first, go to the application, click on the particular product you want to enroll, check the offering of the product, and then do check the validity you want. 3 months validity, 6 plus 6 months validity, 12 plus 12 month validity. Whatever validity you select, your price will be different. Your price will be differ. And how to enroll? After that, just click on the buy now option. Do check all the details. After that, click on the buy now option and use a code that is known as KANA80. This code will give you 80% discount. For additional 1% discount, you can use the coins which are available on the application. And that's why I'm saying application is important. And 1% additional discount will be available to all of you on this price. Okay, and if you find any kind of difficulty at the time of enrollment, you can call on this number and ask your query. They will be resolving your query. The same process have to be used for what? Your another individual batch enrollment. Okay, enrollment process will be same. So that's why the first you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading it, you will get the 1% additional discount, and this kind of interface will be available on your phone only. Okay, now next, as I have told you, Monday to Friday we are having 7 a.m. sessions for PPB, 7:30 a.m. session for Indian economy and Indian financial system, in which every day we are discussing one particular chapter in form of MCQ, and then that's their explanation. But apart from that, on Saturday we are having a weekly revision classes. On Sunday we are having a special session like 50 minute 50 question master class, rapid fire classes. All these are available on YouTube. To enroll or to check these videos, you have to first subscribe the channel Officers Adda 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you have not watched the previous sessions, you will find the same on the same YouTube channel in the playlist section. So go to the playlist section, you will find everything available there. Okay, and this is how you can enroll. This is how you can watch the old videos only on Officers Adda 24. Okay, chalo, so let's end here. Thank you all for joining the session and have a very good all.